nature of the beast.
And my camera still doesn't show up.
Okay, well, apparently our intro didn't play, but welcome once again to another action-packed, side-splitting, technical glitch late side project. This is actually I'm in Joliet, Illinois right now. Jim Goebel and Lex Zorn from Indianapolis is in yet, but I expect him any moment. But we got an announcement to make. We do have a new cohort in crime here, and that is Eric Ferguson.
Hi there.
Say hello.
Hello. Hi there.
So how are you doing this morning?
You know what? Not too bad.
That's good. I'd be doing a lot better if I could figure out all these tech glitches. But hey, there you go. Wanted to make a few announcements. Of course, it would have helped to have the one up on my screen here. Been so busy trying to deal with audio snafus, if you will. And hold on a second. So, where are you from?
Lockport, Illinois.
Lockport.
That's right.
Now, for those of us listening not familiar with the area, where is that?
Well, that's a little northeast of where you are now in Joliet.
Okay. Let me see. Dang it. I'm trying to find my Patreon page here. There we go. Okay. For anyone.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Jim? I can't hear you. I said I can't hear you. Where'd you go? Yeah, not well at all. And even the background noise went away. I can hear you barely, just a little. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Much better.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, as people who listen to the show know, we've been having a lot of technical glitches, and a lot of it's because of the equipment we got. So if anybody wants to support the show, you can go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/TSP Live. And you can donate per episode, $2 an episode. Hey, that would be swell. And I got a whole page up there, and if you donate $2 or more per episode, we're going to have a donor Hall of Fame thing during the show at some point, and we'll mention your name. $25 or more an episode. I'll include a CD or DVD of every show produced thus far, the raw audio, some promotional materials, and special message from my co-hosts and me. And if you pledge $100 or more per episode, I will personally come to your house and kiss your feet. And I'll hand over 15 minutes or more, depends on how I feel. Showtime for you to do whatever you want. Plus, you'll get all the fascinating stuff mentioned above. And there you go. So the website, Patreon, patreon.com/TSP Live. Another way you can support the show is if you go to radiofubar.bigcartel.com. They have show T-shirts there, and there you go. So right now I am sitting at the Starbucks in Joliet, Illinois, and Joliet's a big town, so you might be asking, which Starbucks? Well, I'm at the one on Jefferson Street at Caterpillar Drive in front of Jefferson Square Mall. No, I'm sorry, Menards. Used to be Jefferson Square Mall, but they are long gone. So, and the reason why I am here is because, as people following the show for the last couple of weeks know, that this is petition drive season for the Libertarian Party. So stop on in, sign the petition, and hopefully we can as I keep mentioning, because this is really, really unfair, the Democrats need 500 signatures to get all other statewide candidates on the ballot. All three have to get 25,000, and that is really, I mean, the parties complain about, oh, the Koch brothers or the Soroses are ruining democracy. Well, they're ruining it too. And so 25,000, but we also have to get another 15 to 20,000 above that, because the Democrats and Republicans are going to hire lawyers to challenge every single stinking signature on the petition. So it's imperative that we get a heck of a lot more. And there you go. So stop the petition, and we'll get the signatures notarized. And sadly, I can't sign this, so I don't want to give the parties,
You should be able to, as long as it's not someone in the same district.
I'm sorry?
And so you should be able to, without difficulty, as long as you don't sign one that's in the same district. If you, sign for a state rep and for a senator, the same place, that sort of thing, then you can run into trouble. But if you sign more than one petition, you should be okay, but I know it can be risky with as hard as they try to kick people off. You have to be very careful.
Indeed, and this is going to be interesting because some audio thing here and to donate to the show so we can get better. The thing is that there's really a whole lot of people running through the Illinois State House, and I think close guys, I believe, and smoking the Frankfurt, that area. And I don't think I signed. Oh, I can't sign this petition because I don't live in this district. But yeah, you can only have one signature on a petition for the state the statewide candidates.
Right. Yeah. If it's statewide, you can only sign it one time. Yeah, and the problem there is if you sign, like I said, statewide petition, you sign it twice, they will try to throw out the entire page.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they're pretty much a bunch of I don't know. Don't know a better way to put it, but the Democrat and Republican parties, when it comes to ballot actions, are a bunch of bubbles. So,
yeah, there's no other way to put it. It's what they do. They try to throw out entire pages because someone misspelled their name of the street. Mm-hmm. It's absurd.
Last year last cycle, they had somebody lose like half their signatures because the petitioner that they had hired was also working for another candidate that was running against them.
Yeah.
And they got on the ballot.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, the lengths they go to throw people out. If you don't have the same color ink through all of your petition pages, they try to discard the whole book. We can't have this. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, the Democrats complain that the cops are ruining democracy because they're throwing money into it, and the Republicans say the same thing about Soros, but in reality, they're the ones that make the ballot access rules, and the fact that we have to get 10 times the signatures that they need to get on the ballot is, they're the ones really ruining democracy.
Well, yeah, and that they're challenged so vehemently is the other thing. I mean, the requirements is one thing, but then to challenge it. When you show up with 50,000 signatures, instead of them going, well, okay, you cleared the hurdle, oh no, we're going to try to throw all of those out. It only adds insult to injury.
And the thing that really sucks is that not only do they have lawyers working for them, but we have to get lawyers working for us. And that, unlike the two big parties, we don't have a whole ton of money. And any money that we have to spend for lawyers, money that we can't use, for PR to get our message out, that sort of thing, and especially since they forbid us from being in any of the debates.
Right. Well, and the amount of lawyers that support those parties, wholeheartedly, that will do this work pro bono. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they save money where it costs libertarians money.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why the ACLU hasn't gotten in on this, because this just seems like the kind of thing that they would be involved in.
Well, because they really like Democrats. That's the problem with the ACLU. I like what they stand for on the surface, and when they make certain statements, that's terrific. But when they won't raise a finger over certain things. They completely ignore it because they like it that way.
I wonder if this would be something the Institute for Justice in Vienna. They're a big libertarian public law firm. Well, not law firm, but they're like the ACLU, except they're libertarian. And they have several different things going on. They got, what do they call it? The Castle Coalition, which is fighting eminent domain abuse. And then they sue local communities for keeping people out of business. There was this case in, I think it was Phoenix, where this one kid, he was like, 17, 18 years old, and he was trying to raise money to go to college. So what he was doing is he was putting cages or the chimneys on people's houses to keep rats from getting in. I guess that's a really big problem down in that area. And the city, was it Phoenix or Mesa? It might have been Mesa, sued this kid because they said that it was either he didn't have a license to do it or he wasn't a member of the union. And he was just doing this, to make money for college. And the Institute for Justice sued the community, and I believe they won.
Uh-huh.
They got a lot of interesting cases. There was one down in Louisiana where a group of monks were building caskets for poor people. They couldn't afford them, and they were giving them away free. Well, the state of Louisiana told them that you have to go into the full, have the full undertaker's license to do that, and so they shut them down. There was a case there's one in several communities actually where a woman was doing just hair braiding, nothing else, and they told her she had to go through some huge hairdresser's course, which cost, I don't know, however many thousands of dollars from the floor. And it's ridiculous. And what's weird this year? I haven't gotten any stories yet of local government shutting down kids' lemonade stands. Usually by this time I've already heard 5, 6 stories, but I haven't heard any yet.
Yeah, I haven't either, but maybe they just didn't try. The kids got tired of hearing it, and so no, sorry, Sonny, you can't have a lemonade stand because the police will come and arrest me.
And they go you have to have the license from the Department of Health or whatever, and that's what they're shutting them down. And they're This is really hard with the latency in my headphones. But
Yeah, well, you know what, your internet, I mean, you got a lot of R2D2 going on there. Your internet must be
really,
really slow.
yeah, I was afraid of that. I could connect to the Comcast internet here, but the problem is that I don't remember my my password and username for that. Actually, I think I remember the password. I don't remember my username. But
Yeah.
but the problem,
It might not be any better.
yeah, that's true. But like I was saying, the problem is that the cities are shutting them down. It's just for the money because they want them to get like the health inspection and that sort of thing. But as I point out frequently, every time you hear like of an outbreak of like some sort of disease or hysteria or whatever, when you get it at a restaurant, it's always at a restaurant. It's always at a public facility that's inspected by the county, state, whatever health department. Maybe one time we heard of a serious outbreak of food poisoning at a backyard barbecue, at a church potluck, or whatever.
Well, of course. Look,
You
it's
never hear
just
that.
no, you never do. Look, it's nonsense. It's people who have nothing better to do with their lives but complain. The reason why my city has a law banning you leaving your trash cans out in public view is because somebody in the neighborhood doesn't like it. They vote a lot, and so the alderman says, "I'll get a law against that. Remember me on re-election day." And that's why we have these things. Where do all the gun crimes occur? In the gun-free zone.
Mm-hmm.
Where do the food poisoning issues occur? In places that have health inspectors. It's nonsense.
Well, it doesn't help that they're all on the take. My dad tried opening he opened an ice cream place down in Diamond, Coal City, that area, and it was an old building. It was part of an old local chain called Terry Castle, something like that. At any rate, so he rehabbed the building and they only had a gravel parking lot. And the county, the Grundy County health inspector wouldn't give him the license to open because he didn't have public bathrooms.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is one of those old-fashioned type walk up to the window type places.
Yeah. Well, if you serve food, you have to have a potty.
And the thing is, the law was stating that you had to have a public bathroom for X number of parking spots. This
Sure.
is a gravel lot, so there weren't any parking spots to find. And plus, if he's going to add public bathrooms, he would have had to spend tens of thousands of dollars to expand the building, which my dad didn't have. And I want to think that the guy was on the take. He was going to offer to open the place, give my dad the license for some money or something. I don't remember the whole story on that, but eventually my dad did get the open. I think he contacted his lawyer or something. But yeah, I mean, there was that, and then anyone connected with the government or licensing or whatever. My dad once told us,
We're losing you, Jim. Right? Somebody else wants to log down over there.
yeah, am I okay now?
Right this minute, yes.
Okay.
It comes and goes. It comes and goes. As soon as somebody at the shop there logs on to check their email and.
Let me try and go ahead. And I'm going to log out of the show here for a moment. I'm going to come back in and
right.
give you about 2 or 3 minutes.
Sure. Or try,
And,
try audio
are you
only
able
if we
to
have to.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. You would make. Okay. Does this help any?
It does right now.
Okay. I'm going to try something. Can you invite me back to the Hangout? Do you have that at the top of the screen?
Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. Give me about 5 minutes, entertain the troops, or do whatever, and I'll be right back.
Well, hopefully it won't take that long. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to figure out why my camera's not showing up. It says that it's on, but I can't see it, so maybe it's working, maybe it's not working. I don't recall. All right, while we're waiting for Jim, let's see. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work because as soon as he leaves, because he's the moderator, now I can't invite anyone. He has to do that. Well, that's not going to work. I think I better send him a message. So for those of you listening to nothing, just me rambling. I'm going to send him a message. Ugh. Now we know. And while I'm here, I'm going to send in a picture that I tried to send earlier that apparently didn't work. I don't know why that didn't work, but it didn't. There we go. That's why it didn't work. And while I'm here, I'm going to learn something. Hangouts on the air. I have a screen share. And I did it, but you can't undo it. It won't go away. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Wow, is that slow?